Okay, so this is part 2 of my video. So there are times throughout the year when it's the perfect opportunity to do other things if you're a YouTuber or content creator and to talk about stuff other than Doctor Who because now is the time. Doctor Who is not on till December Christmas special. Nothing's going on. Okay? So this is the whole point. Okay, and I think people are confusing all kinds of events and mixing it up with me. Okay, people do other things. I do my YouTube. I do stuff about Doctor Who. I do my gaming. I write books. It's always been that way. And I was trying to focus on other stuff. Now, recently, all over Twitter land, Noel from TARDIS Zone, who wasn't talking about Doctor Who, attacked me and used me to come back to talk about Doctor Who by bashing me. And that went on and whatever, and that was a huge distraction, okay? I felt like it was like a wrestling thing where if I was a wrestler, I got knocked from behind and I got pinned and I lost the title, and that was a cheap shot. It was a heel turn, whatever the hell it was, and that's what he did, okay? And of course, not happy about it. And I vocalized my opinion about it, that it was fucked up. Didn't say he shouldn't come back to talk about Doctor Who. Didn't question any of that. But he used me to try to knock my reputation down and me down to propel himself, which was a huge mistake. Okay? And because I kind of just left it alone, he kept going on, mouthing off throughout the whole Whovian community that I'm wrong, and he tried to brainwash people that I'm wrong, he's right, I'm wrong, he's right, his source, his source, his source. And I left it alone because I'm in the middle of competition, and I didn't need any distractions. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong, it doesn't mean that I'm not right, it doesn't mean any of that stuff. It meant that I was busy. So he wants to brainwash the whole Whovian community that I don't know what I'm talking about, which is fucked up. And the people that would easily believe that, it's fucked up because I've been doing this fucking for like 12, going on 13 years. So I'm still doing Doctor Who, but people can't respect the fact that I'm doing something else. Just like Mr. H Reviews. Like, okay, we all watch Mr. H Reviews, okay? He doesn't just do that. Isn't he like a professional bodybuilder? He likes doing that, right? So what's the big deal with me talking about other stuff? So anyway, then this video comes out. And it directly creates this massive event in the Whovian community to where the whole community is irreparably damaged because this is the time when content creators should be talking about other stuff and enlighten their channel with different topics, but nothing's going on with Doctor Who. Okay? The only thing that's going on with Doctor Who is Russell is filming the spin-off. And with that free time, Ncuti has that time given to him that other Doctor Who actors have had time given to them to do other things. He is doing the play. He is doing the 2 movies. One movie you know and one movie you don't because it's a secret. And that is what's supposed to happen. They filmed so far in advance that they could do those things, and he could still film in February season 3. And it's a whole early enough to where there is no, and again, here's the thing, there is no gap in Doctor Who for 2026 at all. Even if Mr. H didn't put that video out, Ncuti was always going to have free time. Their filming is so long. David Tennant had free time. He was filming other stuff. They all have free time. He is where he needs to be. Russell is where he needs to be, doing the spinoff. They stop filming the spinoff December 19th and they take a break. They're spending time with their families, the holidays, whatever. They finish up filming, fine, but no matter what, in February, season 3 of Doctor Who is getting filmed. Nothing has changed. That article, people are not, I try to explain it, and then they don't get it, and then I get sarcastic, and then they get mad at me that I'm being cruel and mean, and like, the article was written in SFX magazine while Comic-Con's going on. And then, after the article was written, Disney Plus takes Russell out to dinner, BBC head takes Russell out to dinner, everybody's happy. Oh my God, Disney Plus is happy with us. Look, they're talking about us. They're committed. They spent a lot of money in Comic-Con to feature Doctor Who. After that, and he comes back, he said he has to submit season 3 scripts in before the end of August for prep. He's not the only one writing season 3. He has other writers he paid. No one works for free. No one works for free. No one writes a season of Doctor Who for free. And it would be one thing if you could say Russell did it for free, but he has other writers he paid to write and submit scripts. So the end of August comes, he hands in all the scripts for season 3 prep. So he has a division where they're getting everything set. Prep meaning preparations, preparing season 3. How do you prepare season 3? You pay for it. You pay for the renting of equipment. You pay for, today we're filming on Sunny Street. Today we're filming in this retail store. Today we're going to Spain. Today we're going to Paris. Book the flights. Book the hotel stays. Book the food. Book the costumes. Book the equipment. Get the actors hired. Do you want to be in Doctor Who? This is the time. That is spending money. Money that they got from the Disney Plus, as well as the money they had themselves, joint venture, to pay for season 3. Okay? I have worked for so many corporations in over 30 years, and I can tell you the amount of times it is astronomical that companies lie, or they don't want to use the word lie, they just omit. They don't tell you everything, okay? Disney Plus does projects all the time they don't tell you about, and then sometimes they do tell you about, okay? They don't want people to know, and because they don't want people to know, Russell's not going to say anything, because that's respected, okay? It doesn't mean it's not happening. It means they don't want you to know, okay? So, Russell did his part. He's got people he hired. He's got organizations. They're getting it ready. It's paid for, okay? When he's done filming, and then they take a break, and then when he finishes the filming of The War Between the Land and the Sea Doctor Who spinoff, and when February comes, it's all set up for him. We're going to sit down on this table. We're going to do a table read. Shooty's going to be there, blah, blah, blah. They're going to learn their lines. They're going to go film. And the kicker was, always, they wanted Doctor Who to be released early. Now, there was a lot of situations going on where, if you remember when Sony got hacked and got leaks of all their stuff, they changed their plans. They canceled some movies, they canceled whatever. Disney got hacked, released their plans that they were going to release Doctor Who early, blah, blah, blah. They changed their plans. Now, I was trying to explain to everyone that it's on Disney Plus. So, Disney Plus will not release Doctor Who when they are releasing their product that they paid for, like Daredevil, to where it would hurt each other. They're not. That happened actually. They learned from their mistakes. That happened with a Pixar film that time. And there was a whole big dispute, a whole big thing. It almost was like a whole breakup. And it was understood that you need to give time for each of your products to evolve, and you can never hurt your own product. You can have divisions of your product, but a Disney movie should not hurt a Pixar film, and a Pixar film should not hurt a Disney film, because they shouldn't be released around the same time or even remotely where they bump into each other. Same thing like a Star Wars film and an MCU film. They're owned under the same label of Disney. So they will not put a Disney thing anywhere near an MCU thing. And they give it time to grow in case it's a super success. There's nothing else coming on. That's why you don't have a Marvel movie coming out while Deadpool and Wolverine's still out. So they give it spaced out enough time where it doesn't hurt each other. So the next thing would be February for a Marvel movie. So that's more than enough time with Deadpool and Wolverine to sustain in the box office without interference. Right? Same thing like, all right, Agatha. Agatha's on TV. That's not going to affect Deadpool and Wolverine. So, if the plan was for Doctor Who to be in March, it's not going to happen because Daredevil has been selected to be in March. It doesn't mean that Doctor Who is in trouble. It doesn't mean that Doctor Who is doing badly. It means that you don't bite your hand to feed your face. You don't hurt yourself to make yourself better. You don't do that. Common sense. You have Christmas when Doctor Who is going to be. The question is when season 2 will air. And I presently am not vested enough like I was into knowing exactly every single show on Disney Plus like I used to, because my attention is diverted towards my gaming. Okay? But I do have my people in my show that are aware of when stuff is coming out, like Marty, like Chris, like Connor, and they're like, oh, Captain America's in February, okay, and Daredevil's in March, okay, and this is in January. So they will remind me, okay, this is on Disney Plus in January. This is the free time when Doctor Who could appear on Disney Plus and when it can't. So there is that aspect, and I could say this one more time. I'm trying to explain it to you. From a business standpoint, Disney Plus will not release Doctor Who at the same time as their other product like Daredevil, because they do not want to hurt each other. They want to make as much money from Daredevil as possible and as much money from Doctor Who as possible without each of them hurting each other, because people will choose either watch Daredevil or watch Doctor Who. It will affect the ratings. So they're going to release Doctor Who Season 2 when nothing's out. It has nothing to do with what was said about post-production. They're always doing post-production, and it's not going to affect. There's nothing going on that's going to affect post-production to where Doctor Who is delayed Season 2 at all, okay? The only reason Doctor Who Season 2 is not going to be released is because of scheduling. All right? Daredevil, Ironheart, whatever's coming out. We have to get the list going. Even the Star Wars shows, whatever Star Wars shows are coming out, okay? You're not going to release it at the same time. And the video is too long, so I have to go part 3. I apologize. Take care. Bye for now.